Okay, I lied in the title of this video. It's more of a ranking than a prediction, because I truly cannot predict what in the hell is going to happen at Miss South Africa this year, because we have Natasha back, and as we know, she cannot go to Miss Universe again. The Miss South Africa organization is facing a really big problem where their best contestant this year has already competed at Miss Universe, or their most promising contestant rather. I know that Natasha entered Miss South Africa, you know, knowing that she probably couldn't go to Miss Universe again and probably just wanting to be Miss South Africa. But here's the problem, guys. Miss Universe's owner wants only the winner of Miss South Africa to go to Miss Universe. She does not want a runner-up. Neither, because I know a lot of you guys are banging on about Shurufatu Musida going to Miss Universe, she doesn't want a previous winner either. She has stipulated that every single organization that holds a license to Miss Universe must hold a pageant every single year, and she only sort of wants the winner of that pageant. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to talk about Miss France sending who and who. If we want to place, okay, we have to work around Miss Anne's preferences. And the thing is, right, a lot of you guys are going to say, well, Miss Universe isn't everything and the Miss South Africa organization should have some integrity. Listen, the Miss South Africa organization spent a lot of money on their Miss Universe license, and I don't think they're about to sort of take any wrong steps in order not to place. Placement is very important for Miss South Africa at Miss Universe. Since we've been doing well at Miss Universe, Miss South Africa's revenue has shot up sky high. And so I think they do see the value in Miss Universe for Miss South Africa's business plan. Okay, so yeah, enough boring talk about business and all of that. Let's just get into my ranking. Firstly, we have to talk about the fact that a contestant is coming back. So there is going to be a top 8 at finals, I think, because the Miss South Africa organization at the end of each Crown Chasers episode said, if you don't agree with the judge's decision, you can vote your fave back in and whatnot. And so people have been voting. And honestly, I think the girl who is going to be voted back in might be Lungo, just because a lot of people love Lungo and loved Lungo. So I think it might be Lungo. As for the 7th position, I have Jordan. For me, Jordan is not the strongest contestant this year, to be honest with you. She's been very disappointing throughout Crown Chasers, and her knees are still bended. Oh my goodness, that was the thing. During the final judging day, her knees were still bended. How is it that she is the only one and she's supposed to be the model? And her knees are still bended. I can't even talk about Jordan. I'm honestly going to cry. At number 6 right now, I have Nande. And it's not that there's anything particularly wrong with Nande, because there isn't. You know, I like the way that Nande speaks. She's very humble. I do like Nande from what I've seen of her from Crown Chasers. It's just that I like the other women more. So at number 5, I have Bryoni, which I know a lot of you guys love as well. There's just something about Bryoni for me when she speaks. She's always trying to be super emotional and devastatingly deep, and I just cannot take it. At number 4, I have Anke. Anke is a new fave of mine, and to be honest with you guys, all of these women actually are my faves. It's so difficult to rank them just because they all bring such different and unique qualities to the table. For me, Anke, it's about her humor. It's about just her being herself a lot. I really like Anke for that reason. She's very much authentic, and that's something that I truly appreciate, especially in this industry. At number 3, I have Melissa, and you guys know that I do love Melissa. Melissa didn't do so hot in the last episode of Crown Chasers. And a lot of people have talked about how it seems like she has lost her sparkle, she has lost her fire, she has lost her drive. And I definitely also can see that. I saw that throughout Crown Chasers. Especially in the last episode, it does feel like she has lost, something within her that was driving her. And that's very sad to see. Hopefully she will regain that on the final stage. As number 2, so as the first runner-up right now, or not first runner-up, like I said, this was a ranking. This is a ranking, not a prediction, because it is honestly impossible to predict what's going to happen, because obviously Natasha is my number 1 right now. So as number 2, I have Homba. Guys, if not Natasha, I think we should send Homba to Miss Universe. Since we cannot send Natasha to Miss Universe, should we crown Homba as Miss South Africa? I don't know what the hell the Miss South Africa organization is going to do, because I do feel like Natasha deserves to be crowned Miss South Africa. But then again, the Miss South Africa organization as a business cannot afford to displease Miss Universe right now. Or maybe they can afford it, but they cannot afford to start off on such a rocky footing with the current Miss Universe owner. And I definitely think also this is why Ndavi didn't end up going to Miss World and also didn't end up going to Miss Supranational, because Anne has stated that she doesn't want Miss Universe contestants to then run off and go to other pageants. And the fact that the Miss South Africa organization is complying so diligently with what Miss Universe wants tells me that they will perhaps not risk sending a runner-up to Miss Universe this year, or sending anyone other than this year's winner, which is what, Anne prefers for Miss Universe. So for me, Homba at the moment is number 2 underneath Natasha. And I definitely think, if they do have to make the choice, then sending Homba to Miss Universe instead of Natasha is perhaps a very good call. Since the Miss South Africa organization still has the Miss Supranational license, sending Natasha to Miss Supranational, like I wanted from 2020, would be the best call. Oh my gosh, guys. Imagine if Natasha was sent to Miss Supranational in 2020 like we wanted instead of Miss Universe. Then we wouldn't have all of these problems now. But yes, hindsight is probably 2020. I'm so funny. So yes, this is my ranking. Natasha, Homba, Melissa, Anke, Bryoni, Nande, and Jordan. And then for number 8, I think the one who's coming back is probably Lungo. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's very interesting this year, just because we cannot definitively say whether or not the crowned Miss South Africa will go to Miss Universe or not, even though that's literally what the Miss Universe owner wants. So I don't know whether or not they will be talking with Anne. I don't think it will be allowed for Natasha to go to Miss Universe again, only because, as I've said multiple times, then a lot of other countries will want the same, because they don't want, they don't want to feel like Miss South Africa is being favorited, whatever. Then we will start seeing a lot of the same faces at Miss Universe, and guys, I just cannot do it. I cannot condone it. And so for that reason, I do want this special dispensation for the sake of Natasha being able to win Miss South Africa and go to Miss Universe again. But then again, I couldn't take it if we saw the same face at Miss Universe more than once. I'd love to see Natasha's face again, but for every year from now on, each and every year, seeing the same faces, I could not condone that. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.